to prophet Isaiah, he turns his face to the wall. I'm about to go crazy. He turns his face to the wall, and Isaiah was still standing there. What King Hezekiah was saying was, I don't care what else you got to say, I'm done talking to you. Can I tell y'all, as these last 3 days draw to a close, there are some people that are still talking that you need to turn your back towards. Because when you turn your back, what you're saying is the conversation is over. I'm done talking to you. I done heard everything that you had to say. I done heard every negative thing that you had to say. Matter of fact, it could have been from God, but let me talk to God just to find out for myself. Because there are some people that bring you news that you need to stop listening to them and start praying to God to make sure that God said exactly what he said. So you got to learn how to turn your back towards certain situations and certain people that you can say, no, I'm not giving my attention towards this. One thing that you got to learn moving into 2015 is, number one, keeping your composure. Number two, you got to learn how to change your direction and who gets your attention. You got to learn how to change your direction and who gets your attention. Can I tell somebody, certain people are getting your attention that don't deserve it. In 2014, you spent a lot of time giving your attention to folk that didn't deserve your attention. And I decree and declare in 2015 that every conversation will be matched with purpose. Every time you open up your mouth to talk to somebody, it's going to have some purpose next to it. I decree and declare that every person that you get connected to, it just won't be because I like you. It just won't be because you're cute. It just won't be because we got something in common. It's going to be some purpose attached to what we got going on. But before God can attach you to folk that got purpose attached to their life, you got to learn to turn your back to certain situations. Hezekiah turns his back. Watch this. As he turns his back, the Bible never says that Isaiah left before he turned his back. He turned his back, and he turned his back to the wall. Watch this. Hezekiah turns his back to the wall, and he does this. He prays. See, in the midst of a crisis, you can't forget your voice of prayer. A lot of times what happens, and especially this past year, what happened with a lot of us is that we got hit with a crisis and forgot our prayer life. We got hit with some drama and then forgot how to pray. But then what we end up doing, we end up talking to everybody else about it, but we didn't talk to God about it. There are some certain situations that people can't help you with. Isaiah was the messenger from God, but Hezekiah knew that if I was going to get delivered, it ain't going to come from Hezekiah. I mean, it's not going to come from Isaiah. It's going to come from God. So when Hezekiah says, I'm not going to waste my time talking to you that can't do nothing. All you are is a messenger. So instead of me talking to you, trying to bargain with you in hopes that you would deliver me, you don't have the power to deliver me. Can I tell you that you got to stop talking to folk that ain't got no power? If they got no power to get you up out of this situation, if they got no power to bring you up out of this situation, you got to learn how to turn your back to them. No, you can't help me. So the only thing you really want to do is know what's going on with me. Certain people ain't praying for you, they just want to be nosy. Oh, it's quiet in church. Watch. Turns his back, and then he tells God this. He says, I like it in 2 Kings, but I also like it in Isaiah. The same story is in Isaiah chapter 38, verse number 2. But he says this. He says, God, you remember me. He says, God, you remember me, God. Like you remember me. See what this would also suggest is that Hezekiah had a relationship with God outside of God just blessing him. Because a lot of us only know God by God giving us blessings. blessing me. I know you outside of you promote me to king. I know you outside of me. I know you outside of just you allowing me to win victories and allowing me, giving me the strength to tear down idols. I know you beyond this. I have a relationship with you. You can't recall a relationship you don't have. He says this, he says, turn his face to the wall, but he says, remember now, O Lord, I pray, how I have walked before you in truth with a loyal heart, oh Jesus, and have done what was good in your sight. Watch. He says, I walked before you, I walked in your presence. Watch this, with a loyal heart. God, I was never disloyal to you. But Isaiah, the book of Isaiah positioned it this way. He says, Hezekiah says, the grave came